went through with Apple and Amazon at the other B-side show. I do assume whether it be Roots Picnic next week or either of these Yankee Stadium shows, we will be getting a new Jay-Z verse. Not a new song, like an acapella that's addressing something that's currently happening.
Bars.
I see a world, not the Ray Daniels world, that you get a shot, an elbow, similar to these. Nothing crazy. I'm just elbowing you back in the paint for the rebound.
Okay.
4 shows. 3 at Yankee Stadium, 1 at Roots Picnic, within 3 months of each other. There's no way we're not getting Jay to address anything that's going on right now.
Okay.
And acapella's happening.
I can see that. I don't know if it'll be a back and forth though. Like I don't know if it'll be that, but yeah, that's part of the sport though.
Yeah, Rory's on to something, man. Jay-Z is 100% gonna respond to Drake, whether it's an acapella, whether he addresses him directly on stage. But me personally, I think Jay-Z is gonna drop an album before the end of the year. Let me explain why. Drake was dissing Jay-Z all over this Iceman album, bruh. This Iceman album is the hottest album in the world right now. It's #1. Drake just officially passed Jay-Z for the most #1 albums for a rapper. You know what I'm saying? And listen, man, Drake feels some type of way that Jay-Z hired Kendrick to perform at the Super Bowl, headline the Super Bowl, right? After he had a #1 song calling Drake a pedo, you know what I'm saying? And Drake and Jay-Z have always had a weird relationship, right? Like we've seen a lot of collaborations between Jay-Z and Drake. Like Jay-Z, I believe, was featured on Drake's first album, if I'm not mistaken. But he's been on a couple of Drake's albums. They have a couple of features together. But Drake has always been taking shots at Jay because he secretly feels like Jay-Z is either jealous of him or doesn't want to surpass him, right? So I'm definitely expecting Jay-Z to drop an album before next year because I think Jay-Z wants to get his spot back, even if it's for a couple months, right? Because Jay-Z at this point is pretty much retired as a rapper, right? He hasn't dropped the album since 444. But I definitely am expecting Jay-Z to respond to Drake, whether it's on the album, on stage, or if Jay-Z is featured on somebody else's song.
I said y'all, meaning like whoever said that. They doing too much. No.
Okay, but you do think it's a little lyrical elbows on.
I think that I'll take the 500K, not the dinner. I can never learn shit from none of y'all. That's an elbow. That's a little bit of a shot. We know how you OGs rocking already. My niggas, the jig is up.
Jig is up and OG. All right, come on.
But it's not a shot if Jay-Z
he just happened to land on that lyric.
It's not a shot if Jay-Z himself said to take the 500K. Jay said that out of his mouth. Take the 500K.
That those two things don't connect.
Yeah.
All right, but him having a teardrop on his face and
no, that was wild.
I thought that was very much a reach, but I just wanted to laugh for a little bit. All right, Hove has done 2 B-side shows where he had brand new verses. He goes a cappella and gives us a new verse, addresses everything that's currently happening. He addressed the Nip one at the one that I went to. He addressed him starting Tidal.
Yeah, Mal's being very facetious. Let me explain why, right? For those that don't know, Mal is actually affiliated with like Jay-Z and Rock Nation and all that. Like, he's cool with people in there, you know what I'm saying? But he's also very cool with Drake, right? Like during Drake's album release, Mal was actually like at the live stream, like turning up with Drake, you know what I'm saying? So Mal is in the middle, right? He's cool with Jay-Z and Rock Nation, and he's also really cool with Drake, right? So the reason why Mal is acting like this isn't a big deal, that Drake obviously was dissing Jay-Z all over this album, is because Mal doesn't want to see his 2 friends beef, right? He doesn't want to see Drake and Jay-Z beef with each other. He doesn't want to see Jay-Z drop a diss song towards Drake, and he probably doesn't want Drake to keep dissing Jay-Z. So Mal is in the middle, pretty much playing both sides. Like, let's just keep it real, chat. Mal's playing both sides because he's cool with both people. But the reality of the situation is, is Drake feels like Jay-Z is hating on him and is doing little slick shit to take shots at him. So Jay-Z's doing the same thing so Drake's doing the same thing to Jay-Z.
Over for Drake. Over. Well, okay. I don't think Jay is going to just diss Drake, though. I don't see that.
So one thing that we didn't really cover in our last episode, and we caught a lot of flack for it, is what I'm sure he's responded to, or even saying this, is because there were allegedly a lot of Jay-Z shots on Iceman.
Jig is up.
That people assumed were about
What are the
Jay.
shots?
I mean, I guess it depends your definition of shots. He definitely addressed Hove and gave him a few little elbows, in my opinion, based off putting Kendrick on the Super Bowl. But he said, I'll take the $500K, not the dinner. I never could learn shit from none of y'all. That's in regards to the $500K or dinner with Jay-Z, where you could learn from him and become a mogul instead of...
That's a shot?
No.
Oh, okay.
But saying I could never learn shit from y'all, it's an elbow. It's a we're in the paint.
Yeah, y'all see how Mal is like just trolling? Like he's acting like he didn't hear Drake diss Jay-Z all over this Iceman album, bruh. There was one bar, correct me if I'm wrong, there was one bar where Drake was like, we know how your OGs is rocking, my nigga, the jig is up. That's a blatant Jay-Z diss, bruh. But like Mal, bruh, like it's okay to just say what it is, bruh. Like Jay-Z and Drake are not on good terms right now, right? Drake feels like because he turned down the Super Bowl multiple times, he feels like Jay-Z picking Kendrick at the time that he did the headline the Super Bowl, he didn't like that, right? He felt like that was disloyal, right? Now, in my opinion, I think Jay-Z just made a business decision, bro. Like, hey, Kendrick at the time was the hottest rapper in the game. He had the 2 biggest songs in the country that year, Not Like Us and Like That, right? It makes a lot of sense for Jay-Z to pick Kendrick Lamar to headline the Super Bowl. Now, I didn't like the Super Bowl performance, but from a business standpoint, I think Jay-Z did the right thing, right? I think he made the right decision. But the reality is, guys, is Drake and Jay-Z have always had a closer relationship than Jay-Z and Kendrick, right? Like, I don't even think Kendrick and Jay-Z have one song together. If I'm wrong, somebody correct me, right? But Jay-Z and Drake have multiple songs together. Jay-Z was on Drake's debut album, Thank Me Later, right? He also was on Nothing Was the Same, right? So, you know, Jay-Z has always felt like, Drake has always felt like Jay-Z like has like a little bit of jealousy towards him because he feels like Jay-Z doesn't want Drake to surpass him. And the fact that Drake is dissing Jay-Z all over this album, he just passed Jay-Z's record for the most #1 albums for a rapper on the Billboard charts. I'm 100% expecting Jay-Z to respond to Drake. He's either going to do it by doing a feature, right? Or he's going to drop an album either this year or next year. Or he may simply just address Drake on stage, right? He may do an acapella like Rory said. He might just directly call out Drake. But these two don't get along, brother. They're not on good terms right now, bruh. Because Mal is cool with both sides, he's acting like he doesn't know what's going on,
bro. I give you an elbow. It's not a flagrant. It's just I'm going up for the rebound.
Okay.
That's all that is. And then there was the we know how you OGs are rocking already. The jig is up.
That's a shot?
It's an elbow in the paint.
So where's the shots?
Okay, there was also, do you remember on Fear when he said, I never cry when Pac died, but I probably will when Hove does. And I'll drop a tear for every single thing he showed us. Mm-hmm. And then in the videos for the stream, he's at a grave and he has 1 tear. So the fans are alleging that compared to that line in there in the video, that he's suggesting that he could never learn shit from Hove, didn't learn shit from Hove. Now he's at the grave and he was going to drop a tear for every single thing that Hove showed us.
Y'all be doing too much.
I feel like that's dragging.
I didn't write this.
Yeah, Rory, that's reaching, bro. I know you didn't say that. A fan said that. That actually does make a lot of sense, but I think it's reaching, bro. Now, I was wondering when I was watching that music video, I was wondering why Drake had a tear on his cheek. I was like, why does Drake have a fake diamond tear on his face? I was wondering that, right? So if that's really the reason why he was doing that, then that's dope. But, I think people are reaching. But I think this is a situation where I feel like Jay-Z, because remember, right? Jay-Z told Drake back in the day, yo, Drake, when you get to the top of the mountain, right? Everybody's going to start dissing you. And I'm telling you as an OG, don't respond to none of them, right? And Jay-Z, you know, he's saying that because he went through the same thing Drake went through, right? Remember, Jay-Z was beefing with Nas. Nas dropped Ether, in my opinion, the greatest diss song in rap history. I like that song more than Hit 'Em Up, you know what I'm saying? And at the time, a majority of people, just like the Drake and Kendrick situation, felt like Nas won that beef, you know what I'm saying? But after the beef was over, right? Nas's career died down up until the point where, like, Nas's career didn't pick back up after that until he put out King's Disease. Shout out to Hit Boy. Like, they actually won a Grammy for that album, right? But Jay-Z continued to keep dropping #1 albums. You know what I'm saying? He stayed at the top. You feel me? He stayed dominating. Like, that rap beef, if anything, it made him bigger, right? Even though he lost the beef. And that's the same thing Drake's going through right now. Like, just 2 years ago, right? Everybody thought it was over for Drake. And I kept telling people, I'm like people were trying to say that Kendrick Lamar Ja Ruled Drake. They said Drake was pretty much the modern day Ja Rule. And I was like, hold on, bruh. You do realize that Drake is already almost 40 years old. Like 2 years ago, Drake was 37. He's 39 now, turning 40 this year. Drake's career is already solidified, bruh. He's already broken all types of records. Like, Drake's not competing with Kendrick Lamar. Drake's competing with Michael Jackson and Taylor Swift, bruh. You feel me? Drake is still the #1 stream rapper in the world. He's still a top 5 top stream rapper in the world. You feel me? Like, and I kept telling this to people because at the time, you know, Not Like Us was such a monumental record, right? Like, Not Like Us broke all types of records, you feel me? And it's just crazy how people can become fans of the moment. You understand what I'm saying? And even after the beef, right? Drake puts out the album with Party Next Door. He drops Nokia. It goes #2 on the Hot 100 Billboard charts, right? But because we hold Drake to a higher standard, because it didn't go #1, the Kendrick Lamar fans were saying that Drake fell off. Like, how can a rapper fall off and his song is debuting at, bruh, What Did I Miss debuted at #2, right? Nokia went from like #6 to #2, right? Even though it didn't hit #1, that's still a success, bruh. A lot of rappers don't ever get a top 10 record on the Hot 100 Billboard charts.
Rappers say my name and, you know, like you said, a little, not necessarily a shot, but a little like, you know, my name is in there though.
Mm-hmm. But that's the book of Hove.
Yeah.
Hove started exactly what Drake did right here.
So it's like, okay, like I heard you. Like, all right.
So he did learn shit.
And that may be in the freestyle.
Call back.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, I guess. I don't know if it'll be a back and forth though. That I don't see. I don't see a back and forth happening. But I mean, I definitely see Jay giving us new bars and, you know, maybe over an original beat or something that we haven't heard yet. And him having some type of rebuttal to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You niggas run and talk to Hov for a second opinion.
I don't think that was a shot at Hov. I think
no, it wasn't a shot. But I could see Jay kind of like playing off of that maybe. But the back and forth and the diss and all of that.
No, that shit is never happening.
I don't see Jay dissing Drake.
No, it's never happening. No.
I don't see that happening. I would be very surprised if Jay disses Drake. Like, I would be very surprised. Do I hear a rebuttal and a little like, I caught that bar and like a little like response to the bar? Yeah, for sure. That's part of the sport. That's hip hop. That's rap. But a diss, like a disrespect and then like a back and forth, I don't see that.
Yeah.
No.
All right.
So Mal, you're telling me that after Jay-Z has given Drake multiple features in the past, he's offered Drake the opportunity to headline the Super Bowl multiple times in the past and turned it down, right? And when him and Kendrick start beefing, right, Jay-Z's looking at it like, okay, Kendrick won the beef. Kendrick got the biggest 2 songs of the year. I'm going to have Kendrick headline because that makes sense business-wise, right? And then he does an interview saying, you know what? People are going to kill me for this, but I didn't really like the beat because I felt like it hurt rap as a whole. And Jay-Z is saying he doesn't think that rappers should rap beef anymore at all, bruh. Because he felt like Drake losing the beef hurt rap as a whole. A lot of people feel like that, right? The Billboard charts prove that, right? Drake not doing all of these features with other artists, bruh, is causing rap and hip hop to not even chart that well anymore, bruh. Right? Like guys, J. Cole just dropped the Fall Off. I don't think any of those songs even hit top 10 on the Billboard Hot 100. Like I'm surprised people aren't talking about this, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, as of right now, bruh, the only rappers that we know can drop a song and they're gonna chart really well is Future, Kendrick, Drake. Who else? Right? The Baby has a song that's charting really well right now. But other than that, bruh, these dudes not doing the collabs with Drake, bruh. Rap ain't charting like it used to, bruh. Then Drake puts out Iceman. He's taking shots at Jay-Z all over the album. Drake passes Jay-Z's record for the most #1 rap albums. And you're telling me that you don't think Jay-Z's gonna respond? So, Maul, if Kendrick Lamar, right? Because we know Kendrick Lamar is gonna say something back, right? Whenever Kendrick Lamar's next album comes out, if Kendrick Lamar calls Jay-Z, right? You honestly don't think that Jay-Z's gonna hop on the song and respond to Drake? Are you crazy? After Jay just had Kendrick headline the Super Bowl, bro, I'm 100% expecting Jay-Z to send some bars at Drake. Now, do I think Jay-Z's gonna go back and forth with Drake? Nah, because Jay-Z's a billionaire, right? Jay-Z's approaching senior citizen age, right? And I just don't think Jay-Z is even involved with music that much anymore to put that energy into that. But at some point, right, whether it's this year, next year, 2 years from now, right, at some point, bruh, Jay-Z is going to respond to Drake. And my prediction is it's going to be on a feature, right? We know Rick Ross is dropping an album next month. If Rick Ross hits up Jay-Z and Jay-Z hears Ross dissing Drake all over that song, you better believe that Jay-Z is going to address Drake on that song, bro. Because it makes sense. Same thing with Kendrick. Whether it's Kendrick or Ross, whoever calls up Jay-Z first, it could be the Clips. It could be Pusha T. I'm expecting Jay-Z to send some shots back at Drake. So that's my thoughts, man. Shout out to Rory Mal, man. Shout out to Damaris, Baby D, you feel me? Make sure y'all subscribe, thumbs up the video, click that hype button for your boy. I'm out.